Hey, what's up? Scott Balkin here with Imagination Creation Films, and today we're doing part one of Scott's book reviews. Well, more or less my book suggestions. So I've had a lot of people ask me over, well, really the last couple of years if I knew of any good books out there for filmmakers and cinematographers and such, and I wasn't sure how to approach that because there's a lot of good books and there's a lot that don't really apply. So I took some time and really kind of narrowed down what books actually had an impact on me and my filmmaking journey. And I'm breaking this up into two different videos just so you'll have time to read all those books. And I'll put links at the bottom down below for Amazon for any of these books should you want to get them. They're all really good. There's not just a grab bag of books. I'm doing 4 books today, and I'll just briefly talk about, just what it helped me do. So the first book we're going to talk about is In the Blink of an Eye by Walter Murch, a perspective on film editing, 2nd edition. This one was recommended by a friend of mine, John, and I read it pretty quickly, actually, which is odd because I don't read a lot of books. I mean, I love pictures, but this one really opened my eye on when to do certain types of cuts and how it changes the story and the speed and the pacing when you are doing editing. And as a filmmaker, it's important that we keep the whole process in mind as we are developing. So this one, In the Blink of an Eye, is my first book here. This is going to be a short video. I mean, I'm not going to go through. I can't really show the inside. I'm afraid that if I do, I'll get copyright struck. So yeah, you get it. The second book is the Backstage Handbook. And this is really an interesting book because it has like knots. Everybody's texting me at the same time. It has knots and different parts of, like, on stage. It has weights and measures. It has types of connectors, how many amps goes through each type of electrical connector. It has the types of wooden joints. It's a lot about being on set and the various stuff that you need to know. I got it specifically because it showed me a lot of things about how things were done when I didn't have access to sets to sit there and question everything. I could look in here and see, how were the set, the flats made, or how were the floor beams set up, or how much weight can the certain hinge handle. It's all in here. It's old. I mean, this dates way back. I mean, it's updated, but it dates way back, way before anything that we think of today. But it's current today, and it's still useful. So this is a good book right here. The next book is Film Directing Shot by Shot, and it's by Stephen D. Katz. This is a great. It's a visual and word. It's from a director's point of view in how to make your scene flow properly and the things that you need to think about when being a director to make things flow more seamless and to not run into so many problems. There's a lot of camera angles that are talked about in here. They go over some of the simple stuff, the sight lines and the 180-degree rule and such, but there's a lot of detail in here from not necessarily just a director's point of view. It's more of an overall filmmaking guide to make your stories flow better and be more efficient. And this one, I've had this book for quite a while. It's always been a good one, but that is my third book. And then lastly, this is one of my favorite books. It's called Reflections, 21 Cinematographers at Work by Benjamin Bergery. Now, this one is an old book. I say old because there's no digital in it at all. It's all film. And it literally will go in to like Bleach Bypass and Super 35 versus Academy and such. But it talks with 21 cinematographers. And they're using real world examples from shoots that they've done. It even gives lighting diagrams. It gives diffusion, how to set up the shots that they did for these particular ones. And it gives examples of shots. That's a good one. You get a diagram. You get the before and after. It talks about the types of diffusion, how much power they put behind the lights. I mean, it's pretty impressive. It's old, but cinematography doesn't change. It's still shaping and molding light. And that's where this book, it's really one of my favorites because it has so much in there from 21 very accomplished cinematographers. So this one is my last book for today. And I didn't want to do 20 books up here because, I mean, you're not going to buy 20 books to go read. You might, one of these might spark your interest, or maybe all of them will. I don't know. But I don't want to rush you through it. I want you to look at these, even on Amazon, and see if they interest you. And if they do, get one and really study, especially like this one. This is gold. But it's a great way for you to consume knowledge that is concise and put in a book form where people aren't jumping around and they may skip over stuff. And it's also really good reference guides. The Backstage Handbook is a great reference guide. This is a variety right here. So if you have any questions or comments about these or anything else, put them in the comment section down below. I do try to read and respond to each and every one, even if it's just to say thank you. I do have a Patreon or a PayPal. If you wish to support me that way, I greatly appreciate it. Please, if you're going to buy one of these books, please click the link in Amazon down below. I mean, I get a few pennies from it, but it really does help, and I appreciate it. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you dislike it, give me a thumbs down. It's okay. We can be friends. Remember to subscribe to this channel. We're a growing community of filmmakers, and that's what we are. We are a community, and we share. Fridays, I live stream. That's talking to you and making sure that your questions are answered or my questions are answered, because you folks all have answers too. And as always, as I like to leave it, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions.